Good evening, everybody. This is Chris Babb. Glad you're here with us as the Arkadelphia Lady Badgers are trying to bounce back from a loss at Camden Fairview on Friday night. Take a look at the 4A7 conference standings. Nashville undefeated at 10-0. Camden Fairview in second place at 8-2. Arkadelphia and Magnolia are tied for third at 6-4. The top four teams in the 4A7 advance to the 4A South Regional. So as it stands right now, Nashville, Camden Fairview, Arkadelphia, and Magnolia would be those four teams. Ashdown is in fifth place, 2 games behind at 4-6. DeQueen, half game behind that at 3-6. Malvern 2-8. Hope 0-9. If you take a look at the schedule from this point on, Arkadelphia has Ashdown Friday night, Nashville and Malvern left after tonight's game. Magnolia has Malvern, Hope, DeQueen, and Nashville left in the season. So Arkadelphia and Magnolia trying to stay with each other. One of them passed the other. The teams went 1-1, and so it would come down to a tie break if they do end up tying. You take a look at who the Arkadelphia would match up with. It's the 4A8. Right now, Hamburg is in first place. The 4 seed from our conference would play the Hamburg at the 4A8 1 seed. Watson Chapel is in second, Star City in third, so that's what we're looking at. Take a look at the starting lineups. First for Hope, Alexis McDuffie, Samaya Monk, Nakaya Prevost, Tanasia Young, and Kalea Randall. For the Arkadelphia Lady Badgers, T.T. Tate, Taylor Altman, Zalea Jackson, Zuri Jones, and Anaya Ford. Chris Babb here sitting in, kind of running it tonight as Blake Bell is at the monthly school board meeting. Kate Perrin will be here after she finishes soccer practice to get us going, to kind of help out a little bit, but we're glad that you're with us tonight as Arkadelphia in the home white uniforms, Hope in the maroon, and we are about ready to go from Badger Gymnasium. The Lady Badgers had a fun weekend, got to take a trip to Fayetteville to watch the Arkansas Razorback women's basketball team in their big exciting win against Auburn. The Razorbacks were down big, only had 6 first quarter points, a big comeback, 74-72 over the Auburn Tigers, and so the Lady Badgers hoping to maybe take some of that inspiration and turn it into a W tonight. This is the second time these two teams have faced each other. Arkadelphia won the meeting in Hope, and they'll try to come up with the season sweep. Anaya Ford deep from 3, no good. Zalea Jackson tries to get the rebound. Might have been pushed under there a little bit, but no foul was called, and the ball will go over to Hope. McDuffie, Monk, Prevost, Young, and Randall, the starting 5s for Hope. Arkadelphia comes out in a pressure defense, trying to force a turnover. They do, as Nakaya Prevost caught the pass in the front court and then stepped over the half-court stripe for a backcourt violation. The ball goes back to Arkadelphia. Man-to-man defense from Hope. Jackson, nice crossover, cut off, backside, that's Tate. She'll penetrate, kick back out. Ford will try another 3. Off to the right, no good. Saved by Jackson off the head of Tanasia Young. Arkadelphia retains possession. Jackson will try a 3. Too strong. Altman with the rebound. 0 for 3 from the field so far from Arkadelphia. Anaya Ford will try another one. 3-pointer good for Anaya Ford. Anaya Ford gets the scoring going. 4 chances that time from Arkadelphia. Trap in the corner. Altman almost comes up with a steal. 15-foot jumper, no good. Gets her own rebound. That's Monk. Rebound to Jackson now. Arkadelphia pushing. Doesn't have numbers. Hope does a nice job stopping the ball, so now it's Altman to kick out to Tate. Tate penetrate. Wow. A lot of hand. Nothing there. Altman flashes for the steal. Saves it in bounds. Looking for Jackson, but a nice flash to that pass by Tanasia Young to knock that one out of bounds. Arkadelphia 14-7 overall, 6-4 in conference play. Hope still looking for its first win of the season. Ford takes the inbounds pass. It's Jackson on the block. Pulls it back out. Zuri Jones on the block. That ball was off of the foot of Young, but into the hands of Alexis McDuffie. Layup, no good. Knocked out of bounds by T.T. Tate. Saw some of it. 6:01 remaining in the first quarter. That pass hits the side of the backboard. Nice block by Zuri Jones. Rebound Altman. The junior guard pushes out to Tate. TT for three. Good for TT Tate. Give the assist to Taylor Altman, and it's 6-0 Arkadelphia. 2 for 5 from three-point range. One from Ford, one for Tate. Ford flashes for the steal. Doesn't have numbers, wisely pulls it out. Altman to the basket, no good, but she's fouled. And Taylor Altman will go to the free throw line for the Lady Badgers. Kalea Randall whistled for her first personal foul. Taylor Altman to the free throw line for the Lady Badgers. First one, front of the rim, back of the rim, and out. It is Pee Wee basketball night here at Arkadelphia High School. 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th graders as Altman knocks the second free throw down. 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th graders. If you played in the Arkadelphia Pee Wee League, nice double team there in the corner for Arkadelphia. If you're at home, get your jersey back out. Tell mom and dad that they don't have to pay for you when they come. They just pay for themselves. Offensive rebound for Hope. Lady Bobcats set things up again. Arkadelphia with a 2-3 zone. McDuffie baseline, no good. Missouri Jones with the rebound to Ford. This is Tate. Tate goes all the way in. Altman for three, that's too strong. We'll call it a pass to Jackson on the backside. Zalea Jackson gets the rebound. Now T.T. Tate flashes for the steal. Counting in the foul. T.T. Tate, the undercut. She's going to hop up. That's Kalea Randall's second personal foul. T.T. Tate to the line for Arkadelphia, 11-0. Maya Green will come in for Arkadelphia if T.T. Tate knocks this free throw down. Tate with 5 points and make it 6. So the junior guard T.T. Tate with 6 of Arkadelphia's 12. She takes the seat. Coach Klein gets her out, make sure she's good to go. Maya Green checks in for Arkadelphia. Here comes the double team. It's around it, stepped on the sideline though, and the ball will go to Arkadelphia. That was Anaya Ford. I believe Green forcing that turnover. Maya Green runs the point for Arkadelphia now. Nice catch by Jackson. Zalea Jackson gets it to go. Touchdown and an extra points, giving Arkadelphia a 14-0 lead. And timeout, Hope will take it with them. 4:17 remaining in the first quarter. Arkadelphia 14, Hope 0. You're watching Arkadelphia Lady Badger basketball. We'll be back after this timeout on ArkadelphiaBadgerTV.com.
Locally owned and operated, Welch Funeral Home has been serving the Arkadelphia community since 2005. Our goal at Welch Funeral Home is to offer every family that will allow us to serve them the most caring, dignified, professional service at the most affordable price. With over 40 years of experience in the funeral home industry, owner Tim Welch and Welch Funeral Home have also been longtime supporters of the Arkadelphia Badgers and Lady Badgers. Contact Welch Funeral Home at 870-230-1400 or visit them at 202 South 4th Street near downtown Arkadelphia.
Back to action here from Arkadelphia High School. Lady Badgers weren't out of the huddle in time to set up the pressure. Almost get the steal anyway. Altman. Almost had the steal. Now Hope sets up in its offense, but 15 on the shot clock. It's a steal by Ford. Maya Green. Looking for help. That's Altman. And a foul's going to be called on Hope. That is on Alexis McDuffie, her first, third team foul. Arkadelphia inbound the ball with a new shot clock. Green to Altman. This is Green. Man-to-man defense again from Hope. Jackson goes baseline. Back out to Ford. Green has to get rid of it to Jackson. Jackson goes all the way in, no good, but she's bumped on her way up, and that is going to be the third foul on Kalea Randall. Fourth team foul. Zalea Jackson to the free throw line for Arkadelphia. Sophomore's free throw just a little bit too strong. Randall's going to have to check out. Bethany White replaces Randall. Mahogany Ellis also into the game for Hope, replacing Tanasia Young. A little equipment malfunction, and so Mahogany Ellis has to go back to the bench. She's ready to go now, and Zalea Jackson has one free throw. We've seen several times that new players into the game, even without Lady Badgers there in the lane. As soon as I say that, it doesn't happen, but Arkadelphia has gotten an offensive rebound on free throws a few times. Ball rolls around. This is Ellis. Ellis shot up, no good. Rebound, Samaya Monk. She's fouled, and that's going to be on Maya Green. It's the first foul on Green. And Samaya Monk to the free throw line for Hope. Off the back of the rim, no good. 3:13 left in the first quarter. Second one no good either. Zuri Jones with the rebound. Jackson backside to Ford. Thought about the three, passed it up, loose ball. Stolen by Hope. McDuffie underneath, but a foul is going to be on Anaya Ford. Tried to draw the charge. A nice step by McDuffie to the left side. That's going to be Ford's first foul. Second team foul on Arkadelphia. And back to the free throw line. Oh, this is the first time, is Alexis McDuffie. McDuffie's first free throw is good. First point of the game for Hope. Three new ones into the game for Arkadelphia. Reagan Harris, Janiah McKillian, and T.T. Tate replacing Altman, Ford, and Jones. So on the floor now for Arkadelphia, Maya Green, T.T. Tate. Two guards, Janiah McKillian, Zalea Jackson, and Reagan Harris. 2 for 2 from the line for McDuffie. And Hope is on the board. Tate, nice give to McKillian in the middle of the lane. No good. Zalea Jackson with the rebound. She's fouled on the way back up, and Zalea Jackson will go to the free throw line. That foul was on Mahogany Ellis, her first, fifth team foul of the first quarter. So Arkadelphia will be at the free throw line for the remainder of the quarter. Jackson misses the first. One more to come. Good looking free throw that time for Jackson. She has 5 points. 13-point Arkadelphia lead. Green and Tate. Nice hustle by Green there to tie that one up. Alternating possession will stay with Hope. Trap in the corner again. Green up with it to McKillian, ahead to Jackson. Jackson tried to save that one, but she was standing out of bounds. And the ball will go over to Hope. Into the game for Hope, Shania Williams replacing Bethany White. Turnover into the hands of Harris to Jackson to Tate, layup good. TT Tate with the layup. She has 8 points, 17-2. Jackson knocks it out into the hands of Green. Tate, no basket. They're going to call it on the floor, but TT will go to the free throw line regardless. The second foul on Alexis McDuffie. And Tate will go to the free throw line for the Lady Badgers. Kate Perrin has joined us now, thankfully. She finished soccer practice, was able to get some food and jump up here and help. Tate's first free throw is good. 9 points in the quarter for TT Tate. She has half of the Lady Badgers total. 2 for 2 from the line for TT. 19-2. Anaya Ford into the game for Arkadelphia, replacing Zalea Jackson. So 2-3 zone for Arkadelphia. Pressure, steal. Tate left alone from 17, no good. Amaya Green on the backside. Maya Green gets her first basket. 21-2. Maya Green and Tate combined for the steal. Green gets the ball on the backside. Maya gets the rebound. Now McKillian with the steal to Green. Foul on McDuffie, and that's her third personal foul. And Maya Green goes back to the free throw line for the Lady Badgers. That is the second personal foul on McDuffie. My apologies. I had 3. We'll call it 2. Green misses the first. Early start here tonight from Arkadelphia. Got the note yesterday that it was a 5:30 start. And so that's why if you're just tuning in to see if they're going yet. Yep, we're almost done with the first quarter. Green knocks down the free throw, make it a 20-point lead for Arkadelphia. Green almost flashes for the steal. Williams ahead. Monk, oh, she's fouled on the shot. That foul was from Reagan Harris. That's her first. And Monk will go to the free throw line where she's 0 for 2 on the night. First free throw is good for Samaya Monk. Taylor Altman into the game for Arkadelphia, replacing Maya Green. Rebound controlled by Altman. Altman almost fouled by McDuffie, but she can't do too much. Harris in middle of the lane. Kick out, that's an offensive foul on Reagan Harris. She lowered her shoulder, so that's the second foul on Reagan Harris. Third foul on Arkadelphia. McKillian reaches around, can't get the steal. Harris, nice straight up, not fouling there. The putback is good for Nakaya Prevost. That's her first basket, the first field goal of the quarter for Hope. Tate has it bounced away or kicked away. Let it play. Janiah McKillian gets it to Tate as Janiah loses her balance. Nice look from Taylor Altman to Reagan Harris on the backside. Reagan Harris's first basket. Taylor Altman with the nice assist. Drew the defense. Had the presence of mind to dump it to the backside to Reagan Harris. And it's 24-5. Coming up on the end of the first quarter. Trap with Ford and Harris. Another trap in the corner. Jump shot from the left wing, too strong. McKillian fought off to Bobcats to Tate. 4-3. Altman at the buzzer. Can't get it to go. And that is how the first quarter ends. Good quarter for Arkadelphia. Lady Badgers lead Hope 24-5. We'll be back with more Arkadelphia Lady Badger basketball. After this timeout, you're watching Arkadelphia BadgerTV.com.
Price & Company Insurance is the area's only trusted choice independent insurance agency. What is that, you might ask? An independent insurance agency works for you, the customer, and not the insurance companies. So the next time you're shopping for home, auto, business, life, or health insurance, we invite you to experience an unprecedented level of customer service and expertise. Call or click for a quote today.
Everyone's known for something. Ours is simple. At the Southwest Auto Collection and iDriveSWA.com, you get the absolute lowest price on America's best brands. Ford, Lincoln, Chevy, GMC, Buick, and Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram. The best selection and the lowest prices guaranteed. And we deliver anywhere in the state, plus tires for life. It really is that simple. Visit us today, the Southwest Auto Collection, I-30 exit 78 in Arkadelphia, or online at iDriveSWA.com.
Welcome back to Arkadelphia High School. Chris Babb. Now I feel like we got the whole squad here. Kate Perrin was able to get here after practice. Blake Bell joins us now at our broadcast position after school board meeting ended, and so we're glad that you're with us tonight as well. Arkadelphia begins the second quarter with a 19-point lead. One field goal in the first quarter for Hope. And that came from Nakia Prevost. Zuri Jones, shot no good, rebound to Hope. That's Tanasia Young. Starting the second quarter for Arkadelphia, Taylor Altman, Zalea Jackson, Katie Gentry, her first entrance into the game tonight, Zuri Jones and TT Tate. Arkadelphia adjusts to the 1-3-1 zone, and that's going to be a foul on Taylor Altman. That's her first team foul of the second quarter against Arkadelphia. Blake? Missed a good first quarter. Lady Badgers forced Hope into turnovers. They capitalized on those, and right there we see another one. Taylor Altman trying to get around the defense, and Zuri Jones goes down, but a foul is going to be called on Samaya Monk. That's her first of the quarter. One thing to bring you up to speed, Blake, and those at home also, 3 fouls on Kalea Randall of Hope there in the first quarter, one of the leading offensive players for the Bobcats. Alexis McDuffie also has 2 fouls, so foul trouble early for Hope.
You know, Chris, it's first of all, it's good to be here. It looks like it was a very good first quarter for the Lady Badgers. And picking up right here in the second, TT drops one in from the left elbow. Zuri Jones, good to see Zuri coming on here late in the season. She's coming off a Player of the Week award from Farm Bureau last week. Did a really good job last week, and looks like she's getting into playoff shape here as we go down the stretch. TT
Tate trying to make her own case for Player of the Week. She's got 12 points, almost had 14, but there was a nice block from Young. McDuffie on the backside. That shot's blocked by Zuri Jones. Her second block of the game. Zalea Jackson steals that one away. Ahead to Altman. Layup good for Taylor Altman. Taylor Altman with 3 points.
You know, Zalea Jackson plays hard, Chris, but she plays calm. One of the things about her is she doesn't seem to get rattled, and for a sophomore, that's a really neat thing that she'll. There's a follow-up by
nice, right on cue, right?
Yeah.
Nice steal at the midcourt by Gentry. Tate finds Altman on the backside. Too strong in pressure. Zalea Jackson with the putback, and she was fouled. And that is the second foul on Samaya Monk. Zalea Jackson back to the free throw line for the third time tonight. Jackson had 5 first quarter points. That's her first point of the second quarter. Subs into the game, Maya Green and Janiah McKillian back into the game for Arkadelphia. Alexis McDuffie into the game for Hope, replacing Nakaya Prevost. Tate and Jones take a seat for Arkadelphia. Jackson can't get the second one. Rebound to Tanasia Young. Pressure from Arkadelphia. Hope get it across. They do. Can they do anything with it? That double dribble called on Alexis McDuffie.
Just that constant pressure, Chris, it's creating a sense of urgency that the Hope players are not wanting to run. They're wanting to play a slower offense, and Arkadelphia is just not letting them do it.
Anaya Ford back into the game. She had a three-pointer to start things off in the first quarter for Arkadelphia. She replaced Zalea Jackson. Altman for 3, no good. Maya Green with a big offensive rebound, and she's fouled. And that's going to be the third foul, I believe, on Samaya Monk. Let's see.
You know, Arkadelphia is moving the ball extremely well. They're making the Hope defenders chase them around the three-point line, and that's gonna kill those legs late in the game, even this late in the season.
I will say I said third. I thought it was her third foul 2 possessions ago. Maya Green's three-pointer off. Nice hustle by McKillian, but she was standing on the sideline when she got it. Now, the board just had 4 fouls up for Samaya Monk. So it had 2 a while ago when I thought it had 3, and maybe they adjusted during the quarter. We'll see if we can find out. But if that is 4 fouls, that's tough. That would give Monk 4 and Kalea Randall 3.
Yeah, you really you feel for, you know, these girls on this Hope team. They play hard. They play in a very tough conference. Yet to win a ball game this season, but you got to credit them coming out here playing hard, and a little bit of not a hostile environment, but a good crowd here for Arkadelphia.
Arkadelphia comes away with it. Ford pushing, now pulls it back out. This is Maya Green.
Gentry establishing herself down there low. She took a lot of contact, was able to come back with her own miss and get it out for Altman.
Passes up to 3, another offensive rebound for Maya Green. Loose ball, and they're going to call a foul on Arkadelphia. Is it Gentry or McKillian? That is going to be on Gentry. So that is the first personal foul on Gentry. Sub into the game, that's Madison Hill. Madison Hill replaces Gentry. First action of the day for Madison Hill. Green gets a hand on that one, gets the steal, goes in. She's bumped. No whistle. Hope with the rebound. This is Kalea Randall off of her knee. Shot up, no good from Ford. That was Nakaya Prevost. She was a little bit off balance, and that was a nice flash to knock that pass out of bounds by Bethany White.
You know, Chris, one of the things that's impressive about Coach Klein and the way he teaches his team to play defense, they play so hard and so aggressive, yet only 3 of players on the entire team average more than 2 fouls a game, and those are just 2 and a percentage. No one is even averaging 3 fouls a game, so they play defense, but they play it smart.
Ford passes up the 3, penetrates against the defense, no good. Rebound Plinko's into the hands of Bethany White. Madison Hill had it, lost it, and back to Bethany White. Euro step, no good. Rebound Maya Green. White steps in there to tie it up, and the ball will stay on this end of the floor with Hope. On the floor for Arkadelphia, Taylor Altman, Maya Green, Janiah McKillian, Madison Hill, and Anaya Ford. For Hope, McDuffie, who has 2 fouls, Bethany White, Kalea Randall, who has 3 fouls, Tanasia Young, there's a 3-pointer on the way from Shania Williams, no good. Arkadelphia with the ball. It's Maya Green. Nice backdoor pass from McKillian. She's fouled on the shot. That foul is credited to Tanasia Young. That's her first. Blake, a few weeks ago, we saw Janiah McKillian get fouled, throw some of those up, and they found the bottom of the net.
Yeah. Yeah, she's an acrobatic player. She's very physical. She's never going to quit. She's a driver. She's a scorer, and she's going to attack the basketball. And if she gets fouled, great. If she doesn't, she'll do it again next time. But she's not going to be timid.
Missouri Jones back into the game for Arkadelphia, replacing Anaya Ford. Randall takes a seat for Hope. McKillian gets one of her two. It's her first point of the game. Tate back into the game, replaced Maya Green's still back there. Oh, that's going to be something. I guess not. They're letting it go. That's going to be a foul on Maya Green. That's her second. Alexis McDuffie will go to the free throw line for Hope. So there are, confirmed with the scores table, there are only 3 fouls on Samaya Monk. So 2 fouls for Hope, 2 fouls credited to Alexis McDuffie, who's at the free throw line right now. 3 fouls on Monk and 3 on Kaleo Randall. McDuffie gets the first free throw. She has half of Hope's 6 points, and all 3 of those at the free throw line. Hope has 1 field goal in the game to this point. Madison Hill with the rebound. This is Green. Nice backdoor pass to T.T. Tate. Layup good. T.T. Tate with 14 points now, giving a nice assist to Maya Green. One-on-one, McDuffie and Green. Green does a nice job of not fouling. She put her hands behind her back and said, I'm not going to foul. She just showed, interrupted. She's going to get rewarded on the other end with a 3. It's off, no good. Janiah McKillian flies for the rebound, controlled by Taisha Eason. Now there's not much control of the ball anywhere. Who gets it? That's Tate. Ahead to McKillian. Little bit too strong for Janiah McKillian. Ball will go over to Hope.
Boy, they're fun to watch, aren't they? Man, these ladies, I tell you, they get after it now. They're fun to watch. They are never take a break on the defensive side of the ball.
Bethany White looking over the top to Taisha Eason, but that pass was too tall. Now Monk back in the game for Hope, replacing Shania Williams. Tate with the ball, running the point for Arkadelphia. She's out there with Jones, McKillian, Green, and Hill. Give and go, and then an errant pass, ball rolling around. Tie ball, alternating possession. We'll keep it on this end with Arkadelphia. Blake, I mentioned before you got here that it is Pee Wee basketball night. We'll see a lot of youngsters across the way.
Yeah.
Green for 3, that's short. Rebound, McDuffie. Excuse me, that's Monk. Layup good for Samaya Monk. She has 3 points. Second field goal for Hope. Green from Tate and back to Tate. McKillian, nice take to the basket off the top of the glass. And McKillian gets her first field goal of the game. She's got 3.
Well, you talked about it a little earlier. She's going to go at the basket hard, and sometimes it's a little bit of a circus-looking shot, but they go in a lot.
Maya Green almost knocked that one out of the hand of McDuffie. Tate's going to be whistled for a foul. Just a little bit too close to Alexis McDuffie as she took that pass. Nakia Prevost and Kalea Randall back into the game for Hope, replacing Eason and White. Arkadelphia falls back in the 2-3 zone. TT says, well, I might go steal it if you lob it too light. Hope does get the ball in. Arkadelphia collapsing on that 2-3 zone.
A couple of sophomores, a couple of juniors, and a lone senior out there on the court for Arkadelphia. And good mix of talent for Coach Klein. He's got some youngsters with a lot of talent. And
third foul on Maya Green. That's the 5th on Arkadelphia. So Samaya Monk will be at the free throw line. Taylor Altman will check in for Arkadelphia after the first free throw.
Maya Green, one of those sophomores, along with McKillian.
Altman will replace Green. Zalea Jackson will replace Madison Hill. So for the starting 5 on the floor for Arkadelphia, T.T. Tate, Taylor Altman, Zalea Jackson, Zuri Jones on there, along with Janiyah McKillian. Second free throw rather is good for Monk. Cuts the lead to 25, under 2 minutes to go here in the second quarter. Traveling violation as Janiyah McKillian got a little bit too excited on that one on the right wing.
She kind of did that little bit of a, not necessarily a hop step, just kind of dug in and got her another foothold.
Well, that's not what they call it, I don't guess.
I started to say it was very minor. Wasn't a hop step.
I guess that, not sure, maybe it was just a clock issue because there was no foul call. A good hustle by Zalea Jackson. It's going to be over to Hope. I'm honestly not sure what the call was. Maybe it was a clock issue with a shot clock or something.
And never saw a reported foul on the defense.
No, it's still oh, that's a foul on Zalea Jackson, and going to the free throw line will be Alexis McDuffie.
Yeah, Zalea got her money's worth on that one. She went after the ball hard. She wasn't intentional, but she went after the ball hard and found a little bit of ball and a whole lot of face.
If Alexis McDuffie might have been needing a chiropractor visit for an adjustment, that contact from Zalea Jackson might have taken care of that. And that was a solid contact. McDuffie bounces back, knocks the first one down. She has 4 points, all of those at the free throw line. Offensive rebound from Randall. Nice show by Zuri Jones, no good. Zalea Jackson with the rebound.
You know, one of the things that these girls have gotten really better at this year, watch out, Zoe, or Zuri, is their ability, long three from Altman, long rebound, is their ability to box out on these rebounds, offensive and defensive.
Taylor Altman should be at the free throw line right now, but we'll let that one go, and it'll be Hope's ball. 1 minute to go here in the second quarter. Young, McDuffie, back to Young. This is Randall.
Arkadelphia
20 on the shot clock.
Arkadelphia quick to make them pick their dribble up. That's one of the things that Coach Klein stresses in his team is get in front of them, cut off their path, get in their face, make them pick up that dribble, make them do something different.
Tate, left corner for three. Good from T.T. Tate. 17 first half points for T.T. Tate.
40% three-point shooter on the year, Chris. That's extremely high for high school basketball.
And she sneaks in from behind Randall and steals that one. Tried to get it to Jackson, just couldn't quite do it. She's going to pull it back. 7 seconds. Jackson for three, no good. Still got time if she can get it. Loose ball. Altman at the buzzer, doesn't have time to get that shot off after a couple of dribbles, and that is your halftime score. Arkadelphia 37, Hope 10. Lady Badgers in command as we head to halftime. We'll hear from a couple of our sponsors, and after the break, we'll hear from boys head coach Garrett Garner. You're watching Arkadelphia Lady Badger basketball. Lady Badgers in control. We'll be back after this timeout.
Under perfect conditions, your car traveling at 65 miles per hour can stop in about 300 feet. That's the length of a football field.
But a fully loaded tractor trailer, one that weighs 80,000 pounds, will take 2 football fields to stop. And that's if the driver is rested, paying attention, and the truck and load is properly maintained.
If you're in an accident with a big truck, call 1-800-CAR-WRECK.
Get the experienced team that's going to be on your side, by your side.
Locally owned and operated since 2008, Sheffield Music has a wide variety of products for those interested in guitar, bass, drums, sound systems, DJ gear, lighting, and vintage vinyl. Contact us for live sound and lighting services, or give us a call for one-on-one lessons, or stop by to see our band instruments and supplies. We also have a great selection of gift items by Dr. Squatch, Sober Dough, Good Southerner, and many others. Sheffield Music in downtown Arkadelphia is the one place to go for all of your musical needs. Call 870-230-1733 or visit sheffieldmusic.com.
We are at halftime at Arkadelphia High School, halftime of the girls' game. Arkadelphia 37, Hope 10. Chris Babb here with Arkadelphia Badger head boys basketball coach Garrett Garner. Coach Garner, thanks for joining us. Glad to be back home.
Yes, absolutely.
It's Pee Wee basketball night here. I know there will be more come, but it's good to see the youngsters in those Arkadelphia jerseys across the way and getting them a chance to see the varsity girls and boys playing tonight. Good effort by your crew to try to get those youngsters here tonight.
Yeah, we want them to be recognized for their great seasons that they've had and the dedication and time they put in. We know that a lot of these players that are out here right now, that's where they started at, playing Pee Wee here in town, and so we want to make sure they get recognized, and so for us it's about that's where it starts at with our youth, and we want to continue to make sure it's a priority for us.
Let's talk about the ones we see on the screen right now. The Arkadelphia Badgers come into tonight's game after the loss at Camden. We had significant streaming issues on Tuesday, so not very many of our fans got to watch the Badger broadcast. May have caught that on the Camden YouTube channel if we could, but tough atmosphere to go down there and play. Camden's a good team, but your team, talk about your team's bounce back over the weekend and trying to come into tonight's game. This is a big game in conference standings.
Yeah, I mean, Hope's a game ahead of us right now in the standings, and both of us still obviously have a lot to play for, and our mindset obviously was, disappointed as always after a loss, but the good thing is when you get back in the film room and you're able to point out some things and say to yourself, a play here, a play there makes a little bit of a difference, obviously, and so our guys did a really good job of coming back in and responding, and we've had 2 really good days of practice. I can't necessarily say that if I'm being truthful, last week a couple of days were kind of a little lackadaisical, and so therefore there was some attention to detail things that weren't put in place the way we needed to, but our guys worked hard this week, and like you said, we're going to have our hands full tonight with a really, really solid Hope team.
This is a Hope team that you were fortunate enough to defeat at Hope. It's a team that had a move-in of Kyle Wiseman from Nashville. What do we expect to see from Hope tonight? Hope comes into the game with an 8-2 conference record, a game ahead of the Badgers, and so this is one that when you look at the conference race, you're playing a team ahead of you. You can have a chance to gain ground at Hope.
Yeah, it all starts with Kyle Wiseman, like you talked about. He's a left-handed guard that's really crafty, and Obi Roberts, who we believe is our best defender, is going to start on him tonight, and he's done a really good job as far as accepting the challenge all season long, and so we hope to have the same type of grit from him tonight. I know that for them, they're in desperation mode too. They're fixing to hit a gauntlet here where they're fixing to play us, Nashville, Magnolia, and Camden. So their coach, we spoke a little bit a while ago, and he understands his back's against the wall tonight, and I wouldn't expect anything less when they come in here, and they're going to give us everything they got.
The Bobcats have won 4 in a row with wins over Ashdown, Malvern, Nashville, and DeQueen, but you do mention that Arkadelphia, Nashville, Magnolia, Camden, Fairview, they have 4 of the top 5 teams left in the conference. Talk about your own team. When you look at the Camden Fairview game, what do you take and bring to this game, and what do you try to adjust?
Our half-court offense was really solid for about 3 quarters, and there in the fourth we got a little stagnant, and part of the thing is our guys, we've got to play sometimes with the mindset that maybe we are behind even though we're ahead, because there's a sense of urgency, and it seemed like we kind of, like I said, got stagnant, and then we went on a lull where we turned the ball over 3 straight times, and they go down and get run-out layups. And I told our guys that when I can look at the report for each game, and at the end of it I see that we won the transition point battle, that means that we're not giving up free points, and we're getting back, and we're keeping them from getting easy layups. We've won over 90% of those games this season, so that's obviously a big stat, and in that game we did not win that, and a lot of it had to be in that stretch. So that's been stressed. Hope doesn't run a lot of offense. These are guys that are going to come out and they're going to try to get in a rat race, as some people would say. They're going to try to get up and down the floor, and we've got to do a really good job of containing that and making sure that we're not trying to run that same race, because sometimes we don't have those same guys that they do being able to get up and down the floor and be really aggressive attacking the rim.
All right, Arkadelphia head coach Garrett Garner, thanks for taking your time out to join us. The Arkadelphia Badgers and the Hope Bobcats probably about 45 minutes away. You're at halftime of the girls' game. Arkadelphia 37, Hope 10. We'll be back with the third quarter after we hear from our sponsors. You're watching Arkadelphia Lady Badger basketball on ArkadelphiaBadgerTV.com.
While you may not be a pediatric surgeon volunteering your topiary talents at a children's hospital, your life is just as unique. Your Raymond James financial advisor gets to know you, your passions, and the way you give back, so you can live your life. That's life well planned.
Make Print Mania in downtown Arkadelphia your place to get embroidery, screen printing, trophies, and more. Drop by their store on Main Street in downtown Arkadelphia or visit their website at printmaniatees.com to see how they can help your business or group. Need a shirt for an event? Let Print Mania take care of that. Need promotional materials for your business or organization? You can let Print Mania take care of that too. A family-run local business in Arkadelphia, Print Mania has been serving the public since 1992. Call Print Mania today, 870-246-3803.
R&T Dixon's Exxon stores are proud to sponsor this Arkadelphia Badger broadcast. Locally owned and operated by Randy and Tanya Dixon, we welcome you to visit one of our Arkadelphia locations, located at each I-30 exit, or our new Tiger Mart store, located on 10th and Pine in Arkadelphia. R&T Dixon's Exxon stores say, "Go Badgers."
Turner, Rogers, Manning & Plyler CPA is a longtime supporter of the Arkadelphia Public School District. Turner, Rogers, Manning & Plyler has established a reputation for providing clients with outstanding services that include auditing, accounting, and tax and business consulting. Contact Turner, Rogers, Manning & Plyler today at 870-246-4563 or by visiting them at 305 Professional Park Drive in Arkadelphia. Turner, Rogers, Manning & Plyler says, "Go Badgers!" Locally owned and operated, Welch Funeral Home has been serving the Arkadelphia community since 2005. Our goal at Welch Funeral Home is to offer every family that will allow us to serve them the most caring, dignified, professional service at the most affordable price. With over 40 years of experience in the funeral home industry, owner Tim Welch and Welch Funeral Home have also been longtime supporters of the Arkadelphia Badgers and Lady Badgers. Contact Welch Funeral Home at 870-230-1400 or visit them at 202 South 4th Street near downtown Arkadelphia.
Welcome back to Arkadelphia High School. We get ready to start the third quarter. Let's take a look at some of the leading scorers for Arkadelphia, really leading the way. T.T. Tate with 17 of those 37 points. 6 points for Zalea Jackson, 3 apiece for Maya Green, Taylor Altman, and Janiyah McKillian, as well as Anaya Ford. 2 points for Reagan Harris. 4 points for Hope, each for Alexis McDuffie and Samaya Monk. That's how we start the third quarter. It'll be Hope's ball. On the floor for Arkadelphia, T.T. Tate, Taylor Altman, Anaya Ford, Zuri Jones, and Zalea Jackson, the original starting 5 from the first quarter. Chris Babb and Blake Bell here with you.
Chris, TT's shooting. She's scoring over, the only Lady Badger over double-digit scoring, and she's not hurting her average here tonight. Little bumper cars going on here between some of the Arkadelphia players here in the early going.
That is not a good sign for Hope, as Kalea Randall picks up a foul in the first 6 seconds of the third quarter, and that is her 4th. Only one more for Kalea Randall. Altman, backside to Tate. Out to Ford. Nice ball fake. Pull up jumper, no good. Zalea Jackson with the rebound. New shot clock for Arkadelphia. Tate on the backside, three-pointer, no good. Altman was in there for the rebound, but Tanasia Young was able to control it.
Taylor just got out-muscled that time. She
out-muscled, maybe a little bit out-heighted.
A little bit out.
Tanasia Young,
out-heighted.
From our vantage point, probably about 5'10", 5'11", with a long reach. Just reached over the back of the shorter Arkadelphia number 11. Nice backside look from Zalea Jackson to Anaya Ford. Can't get it to go. Zuri Jones with the rebound. Put back no good. Bodies everywhere.
Working hard. Zuri Jones showing you why she was the player of the week last week.
It's Arkadelphia basketball. Nice hustle from the Lady Badgers. Taylor Altman will trigger the inbounds pass. Nobody out there, just let her shoot it. Zalea Jackson looked a little confused on that one, not running the same play. Nice turnaround jumper from Zuri Jones. Her first basket of the night. The first second half points for Arkadelphia. Altman gets the steal. Tate on the backside. Hadley wanted to blow the whistle, and he clenched his fist, pulled it back, and he's thinking about it now. He's like, I should have blown that one. 29-point game, though. You're not going to be as disappointed. Nice basket there by Kalea Randall. That's her first basket of the game.
Good-looking shot there by Randall.
Almost a steal, and then now we do have a steal. This is Alexis McDuffie. Cut off by Altman, pulls it back out. Now she throws the pass into the hands of T.T. Tate. Tate right down the middle. Pull up from the free throw line. No good. Zalea Jackson with the rebound. Tie ball. Alternating possession will go to Hope. Nice job by Tanasia Young.
Yeah, Tate leading the team with over 3 steals a game. Gets another one right there. She and Altman leading the team in steals. TT just a little ahead of her, just over 3. Just under 3 is Taylor.
Reagan Harris into the game for Arkadelphia, replacing McKillian. There's a steal. Replacing Zuri Jones. I'll get it right in a second. Anaya Ford pulls it back out. Skip pass to Tate. Spots up. TT for 3. No good. That's going to be a foul on Zalea Jackson. That's her second. Just got a little bit of that left forearm into the back and the base of the neck of Shania Williams. Hope's basketball.
She's not going to apologize for a foul, Chris. She's going to play hard, and like I said, she plays a very calm game. Plays hard but calm and under control. Very good to see for a sophomore.
Williams on the right side. Altman whistled for the foul. That's the second foul on Taylor Altman.
You know, Taylor's about a half a steal behind, and she's got to catch up now. TT's taking the lead on her with a couple of steals here in the third quarter, and Taylor's a competitor.
Jackson or Harris, that was Harris, pokes that rebound to Monk, who corralled it at the three-point line, went to the right, broken elbow, shot up, couldn't get it to go. It'll be Arkadelphia's basketball. Just under 5 minutes left in the third quarter. Ford, three-pointer on the right wing, too strong. The closeout made a little contact with Ford, put her to the ground. Oh, and TT just flashes in there for the steal and the layup. 19 points for TT Tate. Just a lackadaisical pass from Williams.
19 points and 3 steals here in this quarter. She's a defensive machine, and tonight turning it on the offensive end as well.
Altman flashes for the steal. All the way to the basket. Counted and the foul. Taylor Altman going to the line. If that's on Randall, that's going to be the 5th. Let's see who they call it on. Basket, and that is on Kalea Randall, and that is Kalea Randall's 5th personal foul. Nice job of finishing by Taylor Altman. Randall gets whistled for the foul, her 5th, and that sends Altman to the line for the old-fashioned three-point play. She's got 5 points on the night, trying to make it 6. Coach Klein getting ready for the next crew to go in over on the sideline. Altman misses that one.
Tyasia Eason has replaced Randall in the lineup for Hope.
Will be a new 5, a line change for Arkadelphia with the next dead ball. Tate up ahead to Jackson. Nice look, nice find to Altman. Layup good.
Man,
Taylor
that's
Altman.
just good transition basketball. I hate to see those 5 leave the court. They're so much fun to watch.
Yep. The next 5 says, we're going to try to do it too.
Well, there's no doubt in my mind that's a pretty capable bunch there too, but boy, this bunch is having some fun.
Zalea Jackson with the steal up to TT Tate. She's got 21 and the lead is 35.
3.5 minutes to go here in the third. A lot of time left to play. It'll get some of this second team some quality minutes, Chris. We got tonight and Friday and then one more week of basketball before the playoffs start, and we all know they're going to have to go into their bench when it comes playoff time.
Monk shot no good. Rebound Altman. Ahead to Tate. Nice give to the backside to Reagan Harris. That shot is blocked by Tanasia Young. And the ball will stay with Arkadelphia. New 5 into the game. Katie Gentry, Madison Hill, Janiah McKillian, Maya Green, and Kiana Gwynn. Five-second violation. Madison Hill held on to it a little too long. Take it back out, reset the shot clock. Make a big difference in a 35-point game, Blake.
Well, no, I guess not.
He's
but
doing his job.
Got to do the.
If
gotta do the dirty
Arkadelphia
work.
holds this advantage, we will have a running clock in the fourth quarter. The sportsmanship rule would be in effect. Katie Gentry flashes for the steal, controlled by Madison Hill. Madison Hill will pull up for 3, no good. Rebound almost got by McKillian. Instead, this is Nakia Prevost. She has 4 points. Arkadelphia has played most everybody. Nice flash to the basket. Nice pass from McKillian. Gentry couldn't get it to go. McKillian flashes for the steal. 2-on-1. Prevost pull up from 17. Too strong. Rebound Hill. Throws it away, but Gwynn tips it to Maya Green. Almost loses it. McKillian, bull in a china closet. Euro step layup. Good. Janiah McKillian with 5. Blake, we've seen it the last 3 weeks. If you're not going to stop the ball when Janiah McKillian has it, you're going to give up 2 points on, with a layup.
Yeah, she's going to find a way to get to the basket. She's going to draw a foul. She's going to get off a pretty good look, and that time she, like you said, step here, step there. Not too many, but in the right direction, and she put it up neatly off the glass.
Ball into the hands of Gentry and Hill. Get it to Green. Foul on Hope. That is on Monk. That's her 4th. Now Taylon Smith into the game for Arkadelphia, replacing Maya Green.
Again, some good bench work here, and some of the players that probably going to need to step up during the postseason or even this stretch run. Arkadelphia.
McKillian double team, still has her dribble. Knocked away, and that is going to be the 5th foul on Samaya Monk. So Bethany White into the game. So really the only foul trouble for either team was Hope with Monk and Randall, who have both fouled out. Madison Hill will trigger the inbounds pass for Arkadelphia. That's Taylon Smith looking back inside for Hill. Double team. to Gentry. Layup, no good. Rebound, Gentry. Go to the other side and try it. Put back and good. Katie Gentry with the basket, her first of the game. Arkadelphia extends the lead as we come up on a minute to go here in the third quarter. Arkadelphia will move to 7-4 in conference play, as they will look and see what Magnolia has done, as that's who they're tied with for third place.
Yeah,
both of those 2 games ahead of Ashdown. McKillian whistled for the foul. That's her first. Third team foul of the third quarter called on Arkadelphia.
Yeah, that's
Rodriguez into the game for Hope. Loses it. Picked up by Bethany White.
And Ashdown is where these 2 teams will be on Friday night. As
McKillian knocks it away. It's Taylon Smith with it. Trying to control it. Stays in bounds. Maintains the dribble. McKillian on the right side. Going to get whistled for the traveling violation. And the ball will go over to Hope. Yep, Arkadelphia at Ashdown on Friday night. Lady Badgers will be at least 2 games ahead of Ashdown, depending on what the Lady Panthers do tonight. Tonight, Ashdown is at Camden Fairview, so that'll be a tough one for Ashdown. Jump ball, alternating possession will go to Arkadelphia, so it very well could be that Arkadelphia 7-4. And Ashdown's 4-7 going into Friday night.
Yeah, and then a tough road trip to Nashville for the ladies on Tuesday, and they'll finish at home against Malvern a week from this Friday.
Kiana Gwen at the buzzer, no good, and that is how the third quarter will end. Arkadelphia 51, Hope 14. Back for a quick fourth quarter when we come back on ArkadelphiaBadgerTV.com.
Price & Company Insurance is the area's only trusted choice independent insurance agency. What is that, you might ask? An independent insurance agency works for you, the customer, and not the insurance companies. So the next time you're shopping for home, auto, business, life, or health insurance, we invite you to experience an unprecedented level of customer service and expertise. Call or click for a quote today.
Everyone's known for something. Ours is simple. At the Southwest Auto Collection and iDriveSWA.com, you get the absolute lowest price on America's best brands: Ford, Lincoln, Chevy, GMC, Buick, and Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram. The best selection and the lowest prices guaranteed. And we deliver anywhere in the state, plus tires for life. It really is that simple. Visit us today, the Southwest Auto Collection, I-30 exit 78 in Arkadelphia, or online at iDriveSWA.com.
We start the fourth quarter of play. Lady Badgers up 51-14. Chris Babb, Blake Bell, Kate Perrin here. Same 5 on the floor to end the third quarters. Who starts the fourth quarter for Arkadelphia. Shot up, no good. Rebound, Madison Hill. Tie ball, alternating possession will go to Arkadelphia. Madison Hill, Kiana Gwynn, Katie Gentry, Taylon Smith, and Janiah McKillian on the floor for Arkadelphia. McKillian goes baseline, kicks it out to Hill. 3 from the top of the key is short. Rebound, McKillian. Nice look to the backside to Katie Gentry, and she's fouled. We'll say that's on the floor, and Arkadelphia will inbound the ball under its own basket. That foul was on Rodriguez of Hope, her first foul. Hill triggered the inbounds pass for Arkadelphia to Taylon Smith. Foot was on the line, too strong. Rebound, Hope.
I don't want to jump the gun or anything, but we know this one's pretty much going to be in the bag.
I don't think the gun has been jumped.
I think we can safely say this one's going to be put away. But I'm going to tell you what, we're going to have a dandy coming here in just a little bit. Arkadelphia and Hope.
That's right.
Arkadelphia got the better of Hope at Hope. You know that Hope's going to want some revenge. They're second in the conference, a game ahead of Arkadelphia. It's going to be a dogfight here in about 45 minutes.
Well, and when you look at games, as Hope flashes for the steal, they've got numbers. This is Prevost, layup no good, but she's fouled by Taylon Smith. When you look at games and when you get late in the season like this, Hope 8-2, Arkadelphia 7-3. Hope still has a couple of those top teams to play. We talked to Coach Garner, and he said that Coach Bradford knows that they've got Nashville, Magnolia, Arkadelphia, and Camden Fairview left on their schedule. But when you look at games like this, as Prevost misses the first free throw, that game at Hope is big. I said that when we were down there, that if you can win a road game against a team that is in the top half of the conference, that's one that you come back at the end of the season and say that's the difference between where we are now and where we could have been. Arkadelphia has a chance to, get the season sweep. You want to protect home floor, and that's what you got to try to do tonight. But that win at Hope is looming large. That was a big game. It's shaping up to be a very big game, a very big win for Arkadelphia that they got last month. Madison Hill's three-pointer is no good. Taylon Smith tries for the offensive rebound and knocks it out of bounds. It'll go over to Arkadelphia, who's come up on 5 minutes to go here in the game.
You know, again, I want to stress the importance of these ladies improving every game. They seem to improve. The few mistakes that we saw, some ball handling mistakes, not being as crisp with their passing, they're getting better. They're getting better every game. And I know this is not the caliber of team that you're going to be seeing, in the playoffs probably, but they're getting better. They're coachable, and they're getting better, and that's what you want to see.
Maya Green goes to the basket. She's fouled. She and Prevost both take a tumble, and frankly, Blake, it's just I'm glad to be able to see both of those young ladies pop up. Looks like Maya Green's knee took a little funny twist there, but she popped up quickly, and she'll go to the free throw line. She is walking that off a little bit and try to shake that off with 2 free throws coming.
Yeah, thank goodness for that padded wall down there under the baseline.
Green knocks the first free throw down. 4 points for Maya Green. Reagan Harris into the game for Arkadelphia, replacing Zuri Jones.
Maya, another one of those sophomores, 5'4" guard, gotten a lot of playing time this year.
Blake. Reagan Harris almost got the offensive rebound on that one.
Just a lot of maturity there with a sophomore class that's gotten a lot of playing time and making the most of it. And, boy, good things ahead for Arkadelphia.
Missed shot from White. Smith tried to go for the offensive rebound for Arkadelphia, knocked it out of bounds. Hope inbounds under its own basket. This is White, three-pointer from the corner, short. Taylon Smith with the rebound. Pushing it down the floor, 2-on-1. Nice look to Reagan Harris on the backside. Her shot was too strong. Maya Green's going to come away with it. The loose ball. Skip pass to Madison Hill. Floater blocked by Mahogany Ellis. And the ball will stay with Arkadelphia. Madison laughs that one off. A nice block by Ellis. Harris, corner three, no good. Right on line, though. That's a foul on Reagan?
Yeah. Yeah. The official said she reached in her pocket and tried to steal her lunch money, and so he had to call that one. He was pretty graphic with that description there. He reached right in that candy bowl and told her exactly what she did.
She said, "What'd I do?" He demonstrated it. He reached in the bowl.
He reached in the bowl and got that handful of candy. Yep.
Winding down here. Last 2.5 minutes. Take a look at the leading scorers. Kiana Gwynn pushing it for Arkadelphia. Senses the defense, pulls it back out and gets it to Green. TT Tate led all scorers tonight with 19 points, 17. Nice basket from Reagan Harris there. Reagan Harris now has 6. 19 points for Tate, 7 points for Taylor Altman, 6 each for Reagan Harris. Zalea Jackson, 5 for Janiah McKillian. 3 points for Anaya Ford, 4 for Maya Green. Katie Gentry and Zuri Jones each have 2 points.
Still working, a minute and a half to go, clock running, up by 40 points and still working. I like to see it.
Gwynn's three-pointer is just a little off to the left. Again, as we mentioned, with the win, Arkadelphia will improve to 15-7, 7-4 overall. Three-pointer from the left side, good for Alexis McDuffie. The first three-pointer of the night. The fifth field goal of the night. McDuffie with 7 of the 17 points. Under a minute to go. Shot up too strong. Mahogany Ellis with the rebound for Hope. Bethany White, no good. Gwynn and Rodriguez both have possession of the ball. They tie it up. Ball will stay with Hope. Madison Hill with the rebound. Ahead to Reagan Harris. Is good for Reagan Harris. And that is how the game will end. Your final score, Arkadelphia 56, Hope 17. The Lady Badgers move to 15-7 overall, 7-4 in conference play. Tried to see if we could find a score for Ashdown and Magnolia, but nothing showing up just yet. Try one last time, and not yet. That is your final score, Arkadelphia 56, Hope 17. Stick around, we've got the boys game in just a matter of minutes. You're watching Arkadelphia BadgerTV.com. Those are the starting lineups for both teams. For the Hope Bobcats, senior guard, 6'2" guard Kyle Whiteman, a 6'2", 160-pound senior forward, number 4 Isaac Love, Jamarian Monk, a 5'9" junior guard, Edric Lard, a 5'9" senior guard, and Kadarius Gully, a 5'11" senior forward. The same five for the Arkadelphia Badgers as you're used to seeing. O.B. Roberts, Seth Golden, James Elgis, Isaac Williams, and Evan Bailey. Chris Babb, Blake Bell here, Kate Perrin helping us out on camera and production. And Blake, we talked about it. This is a huge game for both of these teams. 8-2 Hope, 7-3 Arkadelphia. And this is a big one. Kyle Whiteman set to jump center for Hope in the black uniforms. Tay Bailey in the white uniform for Arkadelphia, and we are ready to go.
Momentum game right here. This is a momentum game for the rest of the season for these two, and it starts right here. It's going to be a fun one to watch.
Tay gets the tip, controlled to Roberts. Now Arkadelphia, that's nice. Elgis to Seth Golden, gets the first basket, and Arkadelphia with the quick basket. Arkadelphia man-to-man defense. Jamarian Monk looking for help. That's Love. O.B. Roberts guarding Kyle Whiteman, as Coach Garner talked about.
Isaac Williams out there on him, and he leads the team in steals. He's the most efficient out on the ball is Isaac Williams.
Love's jumper is no good. Nice rebound from Isaac Love. Whiteman dribbles to the basket, hangs in the air, left-handed shot, no good. Tay Bailey grabs it, knocked out of bounds by Hope, and it will be Arkadelphia basketball.
Yeah, Whiteman, the transfer from Nashville, came over this year, played basketball, had a really good showing against Arkadelphia down there. Very competitive player. He's probably the best player they've got at any given time on the court.
He's a big reason that this Hope team is 8-2 as well. Elgis kick out to Isaac Williams. Back to Elgis in the corner, goes baseline. Nice ball movement for Arkadelphia. OB for three, no good. Rebound Jamarian Monk.
And you're going to see Whiteman and Elgis go at it a lot. They may not be matched up on each other right now. He just went up on Bailey, and
Kyle Whiteman hung in the air. Bailey with the contest. Whiteman's first basket, tied at 2 early on. Isaac Williams running the point for Arkadelphia to Elgis, guarded by Whiteman.
Yeah, and this is the matchup that we saw in Hope that went on and on and on. Nice shot there by O.B.
Elgis, skip pass to the backside to O.B. Roberts. Roberts' first three-pointer of the night, 5-2 Arkadelphia. Kick out Gully, stay on the floor. This is Gully. Nice contest by Tay Bailey. Golden tiptoes, stays in bounds. Elgus pushing it out. Roberts goes baseline. Counted and a foul for O.B. Roberts. That's going to be a foul on Kadarius Gully. Got on the baseline, couldn't do anything with it. O.B. now with 5 points. And Arkadelphia has a chance for an old-fashioned three-point play with O.B. Roberts at the line.
O.B. starting to take over. He's had 24 last Friday night in a losing effort at Camden Fairview, but he is taking he's taking a lot of the scoring duties on his back, and he's going hard to the basket.
He gets the home gym roll on that free throw, knocks it down. Not only is he going to have to do it offensively tonight, but he is going to closely guard Whiteman. Nice backdoor cut. That's what happens when you have someone over pursuing on man-to-man defense. You put a jab step, go back door. Whiteman was there to caught the layup. No foul from Bailey, just contested.
Well, we got to wonder if late in the game, if they start getting to this man-to-man, if Coach Garner will go back to that zone, and it's worked before.
Elgus gets another hometown roll. Gets that turnaround fadeaway jumper in the middle of the lane to go. Yeah. 10-4. Good buddy.
James kind of takes this almost a steal there by OB.
Yep.
James kind of takes this little personal battle he's got with Whiteman pretty serious.
Yep.
He's going to show you. He's going to show his teeth tonight.
Yes, Whiteman, to be honest, won the first quarter of that battle last month in Hope. Elgus responded nicely, but Whiteman was the aggressor defensively. And he's just telling O.B. Roberts, don't get beat back door, play under him. Because this kind of reminds me of the old movie Hoosiers when Gene Hackman tells Strap, I want to know what flavor gum he's chewing. And that's how the O.B. is going to guard Kyle Whiteman. Pull-up jumper. Shooters roll tonight on both ends of the court, and that's Isaac Love with his first basket, 10-6.
Yeah, it's going to be, I'm telling you, it's going to be a back and forth. Every possession is going to be critical. Arkadelphia getting some good looks. Nice hook there with the right hand by one of the seniors out here for Arkadelphia.
Golden's second basket of the night. Monk must be right-handed because Isaac Williams is trying to push him left. This is Love. Spins in traffic. He travels with the basketball, trying to spin back to the middle, and he just lost his balance.
Good backside protection there. Tay rolled down, cut him off from the backside. He tried that spin, took a couple of steps too many, and nice positioning there by Bailey.
Man-to-man defense from both teams.
Tay working hard down there on Gully.
Skip pass, O.B. for three from the corner. Good from O.B. Robert. He's got 9 points. Timeout, Hope. Coach Bradford wants to talk about it. Arkadelphia comes out clicking on offense. 30-second timeout. We'll take a quick break. 15-6 Arkadelphia with an early lead. Back to Arkadelphia High School after this timeout on ArkadelphiaBadgerTV.com.
Under perfect conditions, your car traveling at 65 miles per hour can stop in about 300 feet. That's the length of a football field.
But a fully loaded tractor trailer, one that weighs 80,000 pounds, will take 2 football fields to stop. And that's if the driver is rested, paying attention, and the truck and load is properly maintained.
If you're in an accident with a big truck, call 1-800-CAR-WRECK.
Get the experienced team that's going to be on your side, by your side.
Chris Babb, Blake Bell here from Arkadelphia High School. First quarter, good crowd on hand. It's Pee Wee night. I believe we'll recognize those teams at halftime. Also good to see Beanie, Damian Harris in the stands tonight, former Badger football and basketball standout. Class of 95, I believe. Skip pass to the backside. That is Jamarian Monk. Kadarius Gully, high post, kicks it to Whiteman. Whiteman's going to try to drive on O.B. Pull up from 17, no good. Rebound, Tay Bailey.
Yeah.
Tay's got a big night tonight, big morning tomorrow morning, signing to play football with Arkansas Tech. Congratulations, Tay.
Yeah, worked hard his entire career.
Pull up from O.B. from 15, and man, we said at the break that he was feeling it. He really is. He has 11 in the first 5 minutes of the game.
Yeah, coming off a 24-point performance Friday night at Camden, and he's really coming to his own, feeling it.
Love goes baseline. Nice up and under reverse layup is good from Isaac Love. He has 4. The Arkadelphia lead back to 9.
Sorry, Chris. Hope's just got a lot of length, a lot of wingspan on those guys. They get down there under that basket, and, you know, outside of Tay, there's just not a lot of that wingspan like they have.
Seth Golden in and out, three-pointer no good. This is Isaac Love with the rebound for the Bobcats. Bobcats 8-2 on the season, in second place in the 4A7, 1 game ahead of Arkadelphia. Whiteman double team. That's Gully. Kick out. Monk for 3. That's too strong. Who's going to get the board? That's Elgis.
Yeah, good work there, James. Flashing in there and going up high for that rebound. Work,
Elgis
young man.
going against Whiteman. Offensive foul on James Elgis. Coach Bradford might have had a little influence in that call, right in front of him.
That was a questionable call, but James didn't. He showed his character, didn't he?
The official, he just asked the official what he did. It was right out of the camera shot, and he extended the arm. But if anything, it might have been something. It wasn't the arm extending. Whiteman dribbles through traffic, kick out. Ball fake, Monk. That's a traveling violation. He tried to get the shot fake to get the defender in the air. It did, but he took an extra step.
Yeah.
Arkadelphia quickly with it. Isaac Williams quickly inbounds to Elgis. Golden, spin move, layup, good. Floater in the middle of the lane from Seth Golden. He has 6, and the Arkadelphia lead is 11.
Smallest guy on the court, taking it right to the teeth of the defense and getting rid of it at the top of the.
Woo!
Oh my goodness!
Tay Bailey swats that one into the wall.
Woo. Wow, that'll get the student section up and all those little Badgers over there in the bleachers. Wow.
Love, pull up, smooth jumper from 17 for Isaac Love. He has 6 of the 10 Hope points. Golden underneath to Tay Bailey, layup good for Evan Bailey. His first basket. Blake, we don't have computer stats to tell field goal percentage, but I bet Arkadelphia is somewhere around 65-70% from the field.
Yeah, I'd say they're taking good, high quality, high percentage shots, and that's what Coach Garner wants them to do.
Nice job by O.B. Roberts to hound Whiteman. Tipped by Bailey into the hands of Elgis. Elgis guarded by Whiteman. Backs him down. Little ISO play. Pull up in the middle of the lane. No good. Offensive rebound, Bailey. O.B. for another 3. Why not? Woo! O.B. Roberts' third three-pointer of the first quarter. 30-second timeout. Coach Bradford.
Good morning, good afternoon, and good night, O.B.
Roberts with 14 first quarter points. And Arkadelphia leads by that many, 24-10. Blake, you couldn't ask for much better of an offensive start. I think back to 2 years ago when Arkadelphia had a big home conference game against Nashville. Nashville was sort of at the top of the standings. Arkadelphia was there as well. They needed a big game, and they had about a 25 to 30-point first quarter like this. I saw Bunch Nichols, the athletic director at Nashville, who also does the radio, took his headset off at the end of the quarter and said, you can't beat that. I've never seen anything like that offensively. I hadn't either until tonight.
Well, you can't believe, and I hate to be I don't want to be the buzzkill guy, but you can't expect that to keep up.
No, you're right.
So you know what Coach Garner's telling them. Hey, look, guys, keep doing what you're doing, getting high percentage shots, giving them one shot, and then they're going to make some, we're going to make some. You've got a good start. Let's stay with it.
Most likely the game will even out at some point. 15 seconds left in the first. Arkadelphia goes to the zone out of the timeout. Nice decision by Coach Garner to change things up defensively as they were looking for the one shot. 3 seconds. Williams sees the clock, pulls up from 30 feet. Good at the buzzer. The first quarter stops and ends just like it began.
We watched a half-court shot at the end of the third period on Friday night at Camden. I know nobody saw it with me. I apologize for all of our difficulties, but Camden hit a half-court shot at the end of the third period. That was the spark that gave them enough to come back and win this ball game. That's not the case tonight, Chris. It's 27-10, but right there, that takes you into the quarter with just a little bit more fire in your belly.
Man, what a way to end it. What a first quarter. We'll be back for the second quarter after this timeout. Arkadelphia 27, Hope 10. Back to Arkadelphia High School after this timeout on ArkadelphiaBadgerTV.com.
Make Print Mania in downtown Arkadelphia your place to get embroidery, screen printing, trophies, and more. Drop by their store on Main Street in downtown Arkadelphia or visit their website at printmaniatees.com to see how they can help your business or group. Need a shirt for an event? Let Print Mania take care of that. Need promotional materials for your business or organization? You can let Print Mania take care of that too. A family-run local business in Arkadelphia, Print Mania has been serving the public since 1992. Call Print Mania today, 870-246-3803.
Sorry, I was getting ready to say to add insult to injury, it's Arkadelphia basketball, but it's not. It's Hope's basketball to start the second quarter. On the floor for Arkadelphia, the same five who started us off in the first quarter. O.B. Roberts, James Elgis, Seth Golden, Isaac Williams, Tay Bailey. O.B. Roberts with 14 first quarter points, Golden with 6, Williams with 3, Bailey and Elgis each with 2.
Yeah, and OB's just got that glare in his eye on defense right now. He's on Whiteman, and he's giving him the 100-yard stare, and he's telling him, "You're not going to beat me tonight, young man."
Has not to this point, long way to go. Three-pointer no good. Gully tips that one from behind Bailey to give the Bobcats a new possession. Love has that one knocked away from him on the drive.
You know, and another thing that is really good, and I'm going to knock on wood here, but Tay staying out of foul trouble. He got into foul trouble early the last couple of games and doing a good job tonight.
Jamarian Monk, pull-up runner in the lane, no good. Isaac Williams with the rebound. Arkadelphia has done a nice job of limiting Hope's possessions to one shot and then a defensive rebound on the misses. Roberts goes all the way in, layup good for O.B. Roberts.
He's feeling it.
16 points for O.B. Took a hard fall, hopped up, and he's guarding Whiteman now. Tay gets in there, tries to get the steal. Whiteman pull-up jumper from the baseline, no good. Tay wrestles that one away. Elgis and Roberts, 2-on-1. Elgis dish off to Roberts, good for O.B.
It's O.B. 18, Hope 10.
That's right, the rest of the Badgers have 11. 29-10, 18 from O.B. Roberts. Love, middle of the lane, kick out. New player into the game, that's Edric Lard. Three-pointer no good. Gully with the rebound and the putback. I'll take that over another foul on Tay Bailey.
Yeah, that's just good position there, good hard work. Gully's a seasoned player. He's been around a long time, and he's strong football player.
Elgis directing traffic. Handoff to O.B. Heat check. Not there. Lard with the rebound.
Yeah, that was a little bit further probably than what he would be comfortable with. But, boy, when you're feeling it, man, you just want to – you think you can put it in from anywhere.
Gully, soft spot, dribbles up top of the key to Love. Love's a good-looking athlete. Long, slender, good, big wingspan. Flat. Here comes the flat set. Love pops out. Pull up, three-pointer. Good from Isaac Love. He has 9 points to lead the way for Hope. Lead for Arkadelphia is cut to 16. Blake, this is one of those things where we said earlier you can't expect it to continue at the pace that you had in the first quarter. Now you've had 2 empty possessions. Hope has a chance to get this one back to 13 or 14 and kind of get some of that momentum back.
Yeah, with 5 timeouts, you got to wonder how long it's going to be until Coach G kind of resets things. You got Braden Wagner over there getting ready to check in, defensive specialist for Arkadelphia, and maybe he's going to change things up a little bit.
Second foul on James Elgis. Braden Wagner checks into the game, replacing Isaac Williams. Wagner will guard Jamarian Monk. Love. Elgis has 2. Got to be strong. He's be smart. Gully hangs in the air. Tay Bailey affected that shot for sure.
Yeah, nice
Comes
defense.
up with a defensive rebound.
Nice defensive presence there by Tay. Again, controlling himself, staying out of foul trouble, and altering the shot.
OB with the handoff to Golden, a runner from the baseline, good. Seth Golden now with 8 points.
Arkadelphia still clicking, getting those good high percentage shots. And
OB was ready to jump that pass. Whiteman, baseline. Shot up, no good, but a foul is going to be called. I believe that's going to be on Tay Bailey, probably.
I think that was going to be on Bailey. Yeah, it is.
That's the second foul on Evan Bailey. Kyle Whiteman to the free throw line for Hope. Again, big game for both of these teams. Magnolia's undefeated in conference play with 4 games left at 10-0. Hope in second place at 8-2. Arkadelphia third place at 7-3. Whiteman not as much arc on his free throw as he does his jump shot. Xavier Williams checks into the game for Arkadelphia, replacing Tay Bailey, as Coach Garner doesn't want Bailey to pick up that third personal foul. Into the game for Hope is Cameron Walton, replacing Edric Lard. Whiteman 2 for 2 from the line.
Yeah, like you said, kind of a flat shot, but it goes in, so you're not having to shoot over Evan Bailey from the free throw line.
You're right. Elgus kick out to Wagner. Back to James. Backside to Wagner. Ball fake. Has a shot blocked by Whiteman. He's going to push.
Yeah, Whiteman, Whiteman is awful. He's awful active with that right arm as that left-hand dribble goes down the court, and we'll see if the officials are going to pick it up.
OB takes it down after the rebound. Coach Bradford wanted a foul on the other end. No whistle. OB takes it in transition. He has 20 now. So the Arkadelphia lead is 18. Isaac Love guarded now by Wagner. They move Elgus over to Jamarian Monk as he has 2 fouls. There's Monk in the middle of the lane. Shot no good. Xavier Williams in with the rebound. The sophomore gets a big defensive rebound. OB outlet pass. Layup no good. Xavier Williams gets it. Can OB save it in bounds? He cannot. Good hustle by Xavier Williams. Seth Golden rushes to help him up.
You got a sophomore, you got a senior rushing down. You got a 3-year senior starter rushing down to help a sophomore up. And that's just a testament of how these guys are working together, rewarding each other's hard work.
Coach Garner gives Xavier Williams an applause of encouragement. Now Monk guarded by Elgus. Now OB. Braden Wagner gets his hand in there, knocks that pass out of bounds. That was an entry pass to Love. Love thought he had Wagner sealed off on the high side. Wagner was able to get his hand in there and knock a pass away. And again, just like a good defensive back should.
Yep. Those instincts, those break up the pass instincts coming through, showing through here for Wagner. A couple of batted balls and no pass interference.
No pass interference. It's Cameron Walton with the ball to Love. He's going to look to operate on Wagner. Pull up from 18 feet. Good from Isaac Love.
He's got a good-looking stop jumper.
Yep, 11 points now for Love, and the Arkadelphia lead is 16. It was 27-10 at the end of the first quarter. Hope has cut into that lead by 1 point. OB with a runner, blocked by Love to Xavier Williams, counted in the foul. Love was so excited that he had blocked OB Roberts' layup into the glass. He gave a little scream to OB. Xavier Williams said, well, I'll take the rebound, put it back up, and go to the free throw line. First basket for Williams. That foul is on Kadarius Gully. That's his second.
Yeah, good to see that young man. He's not Tay Bailey yet, but he's working on it, and he's fun to watch.
That was not pretty.
Boy, and again, Gully got lucky there.
Arkadelphia cleans it up. Elgus. Runner. Wow. How did Elgus get that one to go in? He was trying to get it to OB on the backside. The defense kind of got in the way, and Elgus got in the air and was able to get that one to go from the baseline. The lead is back to 20. I think it's 30. Yep, there it goes. 39 on the scoreboard in the gym. Love goes baseline. Layup no good, but a foul is going to be called on Arkadelphia. That's on Wagner. That's his first. And Isaac Love to the free throw line. He's the leading scorer for tonight for Hope with 11 of the Bobcats' 19 points.
20-point Arkadelphia advantage, 2 minutes to go here. You got to like it. You can't depend on it to stay that way, but you got to like it here as the first half winds down.
First free throw is good from Love. 12 points now on the night. He's the second leading scorer in the game, leads Hope. O.B. Roberts leads Arkadelphia with 20 at 14 in the first quarter, 6 so far in the second quarter.
Matching Hope point for point, 20 on the board for Hope, 20 on the board for O.B. Roberts.
Under 2 to go here in the first half. I'll let you stick around at halftime. I believe the Pee Wee teams that are here in attendance are going to be recognized, so we'll try to bring that to you.
Yeah, I
Not
see
sure
a lot of them.
what all it's going to look like. Elgis gets Whiteman in the air. Shot no good. Xavier Williams tried to get the rebound, went out of bounds off of Williams. Whiteman pushes it ahead to Walton, to Whiteman. Pull up from 18, contest from Elgis. Got the hand in the face, almost literally. He got his hand in the shooting area, the shooting lane.
Yeah, and Xavier goes up and snatches that one out of the air right off the rim. And
big minutes for Xavier Williams after Tay Bailey picked up his second personal foul. Seth Golden steps on the baseline. That'll give the ball back to Hope. 1:15 to go in the second quarter.
Arkadelphia wants to close this last minute out strong, not give up a couple of easy ones.
Love goes back door, gets the layup to go. 9 points in the quarter for Isaac Love, 15 in the game. Under a minute to go, the Arkadelphia lead is 16. It was 17 at the end of the first quarter. They played about level here in the second quarter. Arkadelphia tries to go back door. Ball knocked away by Isaac Love. It'll stay with the Badgers. 18 on the shot clock. Elgis to trigger the inbounds pass for the Badgers. Golden dumps down to Xavier Williams. Shot is blocked from the backside. Hope on the run. Backside Whiteman. Pull up. Jumper good for Kyle Whiteman. His first basket in the second quarter. 6 on the game, and Arkadelphia's lead is 14. They'll have a chance to hold for the last shot now, trying to get this one back to 16 or 17.
Yeah,
the
again,
Hope crowd on hand. Sorry, Blake. It's kind of felt a little momentum as Hope's narrowed this one. 10 seconds. Elgis on Whiteman. One-on-one. Elgis, floater in the lane. Good! Elgis at the buzzer puts the Arkadelphia lead back to 16. He was hearing it from the Hope crowd, and so he didn't say anything to him. He just looked at him on his way out. So Arkadelphia 41, Hope 25. It's a 16-point victory for Arkadelphia. We're going to stay here. Hold on a second. We're going to stay here. Make sure our stream is still with us. We lost it for a second. It says we're connected and shows we're streaming. Sorry if we just lost it at the end. Here it goes. All right, we're going to stay here for halftime. We will hear from Arkadelphia senior guard Anaya Ford and Arkadelphia Lady Badger head coach Jonathan Klein. Anaya, thanks for joining us. My name's Chris.
Hi.
Hi. Nice to meet you. I've talked to you a long time. I don't think I've ever had a microphone in front of your face, but we're glad you're here. Let's talk about tonight's game. It was a big win for your Lady Badgers. You come off, you have a tough one at Camden Fairview on Friday. I told at the beginning about hopefully maybe you got some inspiration from your trip to Fayetteville. You saw the Razorback women play against Auburn. Talk about that. How exciting was that trip? What was the atmosphere like? And what do you take from a trip like that? Just one, you're around basketball, but not practicing. You're seeing your team, your coaches in a different atmosphere. What's the best part of a trip like that?
My favorite part was going and seeing them practice. and seeing how their chemistry works. And then at the game, we saw how they were going through adversity, but they pushed through with it.
Arkadelphia Lady Badgers senior as the Pee Wee basketball teams are being recognized. A big crowd of Pee Wee basketball players here tonight. Arkansas only scored 6 points in that first quarter. They came back. You mentioned they were down and they came back. That was not the case with you guys tonight. You got up, you got quick, you had the first three-pointer of the game that really got things going. And what was it tonight that helped you guys big the lead? It seemed like it was the defense causing some turnovers.
Well, at the beginning, we were just like, we got to start off strong because usually we start off really slow. So we just told ourselves we have to start off strong. And for defense, I don't really know. Like,
you just forced turnovers. And
yeah, we were forcing a lot.
Sometimes it's got to seem like for the other teams that there are more than just 5 of you guys out there forcing pressure around half court and forcing them into turnovers. Talk about this the rest of the season. 3 games left in your senior year. Does it seem like it's coming to that point? And what are you feeling as you've had your final game? Of course, they can't see you now, but you're wearing your Dazzler outfit, so you've had your final football games. You're coming down to the end of basketball and the postseason tournament. What does it feel like to be going through? You've seen a lot of other people senior nights, but you got senior night here next week. What does that mean to you guys?
It doesn't really feel real.
Yeah.
But I'm excited for postseason, and then after basketball, I'm excited to see what's coming for me.
All right. What's after graduation? What plans does Anaya Ford have?
Go to UCA, study in sports medicine, and yeah.
So if I ever need someone who's an expert in sports medicine, I can come to you, right?
Yeah, but will you really come to me is the question.
We'll see. We'll see how good you do at UCA.
I'll fix you up.
That's right. Anaya Ford, thanks for joining us. We're going to get the headset off of Anaya and put it on Coach Jonathan Klein as the Arkadelphia High School FBLA is doing a fundraiser. Had a good recognition of the Pee Wee teams that are here as well as we bring Coach Klein in. And Coach Klein, it's good to look over there and see a lot of those elementary 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th graders in their Badger jerseys, and a neat time of recognition there. I know you and Coach Garner talk about developing basketball, and it really starts at the younger ages. And just a few years ago, some of these that you have on your thing were playing youth basketball as well.
Oh, definitely, yes, sir. I've always been a believer. I've always heard it, and I always believe, culture is planned from the top down, but it's built from the bottom up, and so that's the future of both programs, girls and boys.
Did you come up with that line?
No, I did not. I actually stole that.
You ought to claim that. That's a good one. Culture is planned at the top, but what was the last part?
But it's built at the bottom.
Built at the bottom. That's nice.
Yes, sir. So that's the foundation of what we've got coming up, and so I'm excited to see it.
Let's talk about your team. Big win tonight against Hope. Obviously, it was one that you had to have as we look at this conference race. We've got a few minutes, so let's talk about the trip this week. And I asked Anaya about it. I said, what do you gain from a trip like that? And she said, well, in particular in that game, it's good to watch them practice, but in that game that Arkansas played, they had a rough first quarter, only 6 points in the first quarter. They were down big to Auburn. They ended up coming back, getting a lead, and then holding on to that lead. So she talked about seeing a team face adversity. What is the value you think of your team, whether it's junior high or high school? I know there were junior high and high school players there. What's the value of them seeing a Division I SEC team go through some of those things that you guys talk about?
I think it's just an invaluable experience for everybody involved. Just any time we can get these kids out watching high-level basketball and watching them go through exactly what you just said, some of the same issues that we face, and watching how they face it. That's just a way to kind of think the game and learn the game and just become smarter, better basketball players, and maybe get motivated in a particular way that they see it without us just talking about it all the time.
Let's talk about your team now. Big win tonight. 3 games left in the regular season. The top 4 teams from the 4A7 will advance to the 4A South Regional. And, we can sit here and look at standings all we want to and who has this team left and did this team win tonight. But as a coach, how do you view these last 3 regular season games as you prepare for postseason play?
Vital. Every game is vital. Every day is a chance to get better, and we're trying to peak at the right time, which is whenever we're coming into postseason. So You know, it's just very, very important for us to show up and play and get better these next few games to get us prepared and ready to go for whoever we end up facing over in the other region.
Let's look at your game tonight. TT Tate with 21 points to lead the way. TT can be the leading scorer sometimes. She has been. It hasn't been that way all the time. It's really been a different mix of players. Zalea Jackson has been the leading scorer some. Reagan Harris, Taylor Altman. Katie Gentry didn't have many points tonight, but she's provided double figures periods of time. That's got to be nice as a coach for you to be able to look and say, if a defense is going to try to focus on one person, maybe we can work it through other people. And tonight was one of those with TT's night.
Oh, definitely. You know, one of the things we preach offensively is it's not one person. We're not out there running a bunch of isolation stuff for one person, you know, trying to get one person open. It's just a team effort, and we teach that we preach that all the time, and we try to teach that. Just first open person, that's who we're getting the ball to, and we're working it around until we get the best shot we can. So if they want to try to take away TT, you know, we'll go through somebody else. If they want to try to take away an inside game, you know, we'll go through somewhere else. So it's nice to have the options and to have that capability to go through and have the multiple weapons like we do.
You go to Ashdown on Friday night. You're 7-4 in the conference. Not sure what Ashdown will be. I believe they played Magnolia tonight. Couldn't find that score. What do you look for from an Ashdown team on Friday night?
Just a tough, physical team that's going to play hard and give us everything they got. Being down in Ashdown is always a rough trip. You know, they've played Camden close there. They've played Magnolia really close and had a chance to beat them down there, and then they actually beat DeQueen down there. So it's definitely a trip that we've got our eye on, and we're not overlooking, and we're going to come down there and hopefully be ready to play our best basketball.
All right. Lady Badger head coach Jonathan Klein, thanks for taking your time out to join us. The Lady Badgers victorious tonight in their game versus Hope. We got a minute left in halftime. We'll take a quick break, and when we come back, we'll have the third quarter. You're watching Arkadelphia basketball on ArkadelphiaBadgerTV.com. Badgers up by 16. Back after this timeout.
Locally owned and operated since 2008, Sheffield Music has a wide variety of products for those interested in guitar, bass, drums, sound systems, DJ gear, lighting, and vintage vinyl. Contact us for live sound and lighting services, or give us a call for one-on-one lessons, or stop by to see our band instruments and supplies. We also have a great selection of gift items by Dr. Squatch, Soberdough, Good Southerner, and many others. Sheffield Music in downtown Arkadelphia is the one place to go for all of your musical needs. Call 870-230-1733 or visit SheffieldMusic.com.
Chris Babb, Blake Bell, Kate Perrin here with you tonight as the Arkadelphia Badgers lead Hope by 16. Arkadelphia will have the basketball to start things off in the third quarter. O.B. Roberts leads the way with 20 points in the first half for Arkadelphia. Seth Golden with 8, Elgis with 6. Starting the second half for Arkadelphia will be the same 5 that started the game.
It's been a fun one so far. We'll see if it keeps up.
Elgis, top of the key to O.B. Contested 3 is short. Rebound to Love. Love led the way for Hope. 15 points in the first half. Dumps it off to Gully. Shot up good for Kadarius Gully. Tay Bailey didn't want to pick up that third foul, and so he let Gully go to the basket. The lead for Arkadelphia is cut to 14. Golden uses the screen. Hand off to Roberts. Elgis now guarded by Edric Lard. Pull up, contest by Gully. Shot no good. It hit the shot clock, but no whistle blown.
Yeah.
And Love on the move for Hope, trying to cut this one to 12. It'd be the smallest lead for Arkadelphia in a while. Gully, layup no good, but a foul is called on. Is that on Isaac Williams?
Yeah,
that's on Isaac Williams. First foul on Williams, and Kadarius Gully will go to the free throw line for the Bobcats.
Not a lot of contact on there, a lot of ball, but we're also 30 yards away, so.
"30 yards away, 30 feet high, and 30 degrees hotter."
That's for sure.
heat rises, and people would argue there's a lot of hot air behind this mic. Gully makes his free throw. He now has 5 points. We hope here in the third quarter.
Sorry, Chris. We hoped it wouldn't be this way. We hoped that, but we expected, hope to make a run at some point, and they're doing it now. In Arkadelphia, that we'll see that they've not really shown a whole lot of.
27 first quarter points for Arkadelphia, 14 second quarter points. Bailey, OB. Boy, Tay just got hacked.
Yeah, a lot of contact under there, and I know we've got some wingspan on that side, but wide open miss there by Gully.
Arkadelphia escaped that one. This should have been an 11-point game. Gully missed that chippy. Thought he was going to be contested, and he was not. Bailey trying to post up on Gully, but he set the screen instead. Elgis to a cutting Isaac Williams. Basket good. Williams has 5 points.
Nice movement.
Give the assist to Elgis. Sorry, Blake.
Nice movement there by Williams. He saw that open lane. It was just a sliver, and he squeezed through it and got himself a good look.
Lard looking for love in all the wrong places. Nice contest by Evan Bailey. Seth Golden mistimed his jump. Gully has it stripped away by Elgis. Elgis ahead to OB. Layup, no foul. Basket good for OB Roberts. He's got 22. Coach Garner, it's the same official. He's wanting another foul.
No air in the whistles on the Arkadelphia offensive end for sure.
Jamarian Monk picks up his dribble. This is Whiteman guarded by OB Roberts. OB Roberts bodies him up. Whiteman has it knocked away by Bailey into the hands of Golden. 3-on-2. Golden layup. You got to count that basket. It is. And goaltending is called on Isaac Love. Golden now has 10.
Well, speed of Golden got by. He got the defender in a bad position. All he could do was be late on the block, and it caused the goaltend.
Coach Bradford and Garner both on the officials. Bradford saying, how can he make that call? He said, that's your call down there. I really kind of think it's the half-court call. He's got a better shot of it hitting the backboard or not. OB Roberts wraps around Kyle Whiteman, knocks that one out of bounds. It'll stay with the Bobcats.
Yeah, the official still content to jaw with Coach Bradford over there.
Offensive rebound from Gully. He had position on Tay Bailey. 7 points for Kadarius Gully.
Yeah, and Elgis is saying slow it down a little bit. Let's gather ourselves. Let's take good high percentage shots, not get away from what got us here in the first place, guys.
It's not Coach Bradford's first rodeo. Williams spots up three, no good. That's a foul on Kadarius Gully, almost like a hook and hold. Yeah, that's a good call. It was, Hope didn't like it, but that was a good call on Gully. He kind of almost a hook and hold. You see some of that, not necessarily what that was, but.
Well, it was
on Gully.
Yeah, it was, and
that's big because that's his third. He's going to have to take a seat.
Yeah, and he's been the guy under there he's one of the only guys really in this conference, Chris, that's given Tay really a hard time.
Isaac Love knocks that one out of bounds. Yeah, this is not Coach Bradford's first rodeo. He and former Badger head coach Donnie Williams, good friends, had some good battles on the hardwood. Nice backside pass, but a nice steal. And Tay Bailey just threw Monk down, and that's going to be the third foul on Evan Bailey.
Yeah, he got Tay a little bit flustered there, and
now you got to expect that they're going to go right at Tay Bailey. Look for Keyshawn King to get the ball offensively.
Yeah,
Bailey fronting him. That's O.B. Roberts. Flash for the steal. Whiteman's shot no good. Evan Bailey has the ball knocked away from him into the hands of O.B. Roberts. 1-on-4. Roberts layup blocked by Whiteman. Now Lard on the move for the Bobcats. Picks up his dribble. That's King. Back to Lard. Ooh, skip pass. Almost could have been stolen. Whiteman. Foul on Isaac Williams with two hands on the dribbler. That is the second foul on Isaac Williams. Third foul on Arkadelphia here in the third quarter.
Yeah, and that could be an issue too, because that fifth foul, they're going to shoot, and I'm good foul shooters if I recall.
Here comes the ISO. Love, cut off by Elgis. Here comes the double. Elgis flashes the ball fake from Jamarian Monk. Got Elgis to fly past him. Pull up from 15 is good, and the lead is 15. Sure does not seem like a 15-point lead. Isaac Williams has a shot blocked. That might be the fifth or sixth of the night for Hope. He got length on the floor with Whiteman and King. Love as well. They have the ability to deflect some shots. Elgis lost it. Ahead to Whiteman. That doesn't count as a dunk, does it, Blake?
No.
Counts as 2 points, and that's all that Coach Bradford's concerned with. The lead is down to 13. The closest it's been since middle of the second quarter. Isaac kick out to OB for three. You can kind of tell that one was going to be off. Evan Bailey with the offensive rebound. Keyshawn King fouls him going back up. And Tay's going to the free throw line. First foul on Keyshawn King.
Yeah, that was a no-brainer there. Good call to put that back up by Tay. He's going to get fouled and has the possibility to put the ball in the basket as well, and he'll have to settle for two free throws.
OB was wide open on that three-pointer as Tay knocks the first free throw down. That's his third point of the game. OB was wide open in the corner, but he didn't catch it and shoot it in stride. He catch it and kind of had to adjust, take a little dribble, and just didn't shoot that one in rhythm like we've seen a lot of times. Elgis steals that one away, and he's whistled for the foul.
Yeah, you don't make this call from way back here, man. You got a guy right on the baseline standing 4 feet from him that makes that call. But nonetheless,
that's the third foul on Elgis. He thought he might get away with it, but he didn't. Now, you got to expect, again, you got 3 fouls on a player. You got to expect that Coach Bradford's going to be able to identify that. Oh, timeout right when Arkadelphia came away with the steal. Coach Bradford calls a timeout. That's a full one. We'll take it. Arkadelphia up by 14. Arkadelphia basketball on ArkadelphiaBadgerTV.com.
Locally owned and operated, Welch Funeral Home has been serving the Arkadelphia community since 2005. Our goal at Welch Funeral Home is to offer every family that will allow us to serve them the most caring, dignified, professional service at the most affordable price. With over 40 years of experience in the funeral home industry, owner Tim Welch and Welch Funeral Home have also been longtime supporters of the Arkadelphia Badgers and Lady Badgers. Contact Welch Funeral Home at 870-230-1400 or visit them at 202 South 4th Street near downtown Arkadelphia.
R&T Dixon's Exxon stores are proud to sponsor this Arkadelphia Badger broadcast. Locally owned and operated by Randy and Tanya Dixon, we welcome you to visit one of our Arkadelphia locations located at each I-30 exit or our new Tiger Mart store located on 10th and Pine in Arkadelphia. R&T Dixon's Exxon stores say, "Go Badgers."
Back to action here at Arkadelphia High School. Chris Babb, Blake Bell, Kate Perrin on the camera and behind the computer. Arkadelphia with a 14-point lead. They go to the zone. Here's what you talked about earlier. If Arkadelphia was successful defensively, this is the game earlier in the season where Arkadelphia's zone defense really affected Hope. Shot clock violation as that ball did not hit the backboard. Tay Bailey got the block shot.
Yep.
He forced a shot clock violation.
You know, Love's been working on a smaller opponent all game, and during the transition there in the zone, Tay rolled over on him and it affected that shot, and that's what caused that shot clock violation.
Elgis to Tay Bailey, too strong. Tay controls it. Fadeaway jumper from the baseline, good for Evan Bailey. Second field goal of the night, he's got 5.
Nice control there. Gathered himself up, got in a little bit of a tizzy, gathered himself up, set up, good open shot.
2-3 zone, deep three from Monk, no good. Rebound Bailey. Blake, I was going to say it before the last possession. When Arkadelphia shifted to the zone defense at Hope, I believe it was 2 out of 15 possessions when Hope had what we consider a quality shot.
Yep, 2 out of 15, maybe 16.
Yeah.
Coach Garner and I talked about that as well, and that's just catching the other team off guard and rotating over. These players get used to the same guy on them, and they start figuring out their weaknesses, and you start switching it up. And
Tay Bailey fights for the rebound, goes to Whiteman. Nice behind the back dribble to avoid traffic. Skip past Love. Maybe an extra step, nothing there. King misses from underneath. Elgis with the rebound and the push. Kick out, OB for 3, no good. They don't block him out, and he gets his own rebound. Last shot clock, no shot clock, 10 seconds left on the game clock.
I noticed some hands on the hips from a couple of the Hope players. Whiteman, there it is.
There we go, OB slip screen. Gets the three-pointer to go at the buzzer, and Arkadelphia leads by 16.
Whiteman was a little slow. He was laboring getting back down on defense there. He's starting to wind a little bit. A lot of trips up and down the court here. Is that a full or 30? I didn't see.
That was the end of the quarter. The three-pointer gets the Arkadelphia lead to 19. OB Roberts slipped the screen. Elgis found him, knocked the three down, and OB with 25, and the lead is 19. We'll be back with the fourth quarter from Arkadelphia High School, Arkadelphia Badger Basketball, and ArkadelphiaTV.com.
Turner Rogers Manning & Plyler CPA is a longtime supporter of the Arkadelphia Public School District. Turner Rogers Manning & Plyler has established a reputation for providing clients with outstanding services that include auditing, accounting, and tax and business consulting. Contact Turner Rogers Manning & Plyler today at 870-246-4563 or by visiting them at 305 Professional Park Drive in Arkadelphia. Turner Rogers Manning & Plyler says, "Go Badgers!"
Back to action here at Arkadelphia High School. Arkadelphia with a 19-point lead. It's been a good battle on the floor. It's been a good little cheerleader.
Yeah, it is.
You can't call it a cheerleader flip-off, can you? I mean,
No.
that's not. Nobody's flipping each other, doing a bunch of flips.
That's
Reagan
kinda
Harris.
That's kind of like when they have the tip. I remember when I was a kid, one of my parents said, getting ready for a basketball game to start, and I said, they're getting ready for the opening throw-up.
Arkadelphia comes back out in the zone. Corinthian Brown in the game for the first time for Hope. Wonder if he might be a three-point threat with Arkadelphia going to the zone.
One shot. They're going to get a shot. That's all you can give them in this fourth quarter is one shot, and they have no way of coming back if they just get one.
Arkadelphia, same set for the third time in a row. OB with the screen. Elgis goes all the way, step in. Ball knocked away. Love against Roberts. Layup good for Isaac Love. That was his first basket of the second half. He had 14 at half.
The way that OB's been shooting, I like the drive there by Elgis, but you got to be looking to get that thing back out of there with all that length inside.
Isaac Williams escaped the double team that was coming from the backside. That pass was knocked out of bounds by Sidney Ross, who's also into the game for the first time tonight for Hope. He matches up physically with Evan Bailey. It's a good-looking athlete there in Sidney Ross.
You feel like that 20-point cushion is insurmountable, and Hope just won't let Arkadelphia get there, but time is ticking.
Elgis fouled by Whiteman. Kind of rolled the ankle a little bit. That's the first foul on Whiteman, first foul of the fourth quarter.
Yeah, and that's going to be enough. That's going to be enough of an ache that it's going to bring Wagner off the bench, Chris. And that one might be the night for Elgis.
I bet
he's going to feel that.
Try to. OB for three, no good. Tay with the rebound. Kick out to Seth Golden. He'll reset things.
Well,
and off to Wagner. Isaac Williams from 24 feet. That's a little bit too strong. Whiteman with the rebound, kicks it up to Love. Layup good for Isaac Love. The lead is down to 15, and Blake, you just get the sense that Hope feels like this is a time where they can really make a move and get this thing to single digits.
Yeah.
OB for three, no good. Rebound, Braden Wagner. No, yes. Tie ball, alternating possession will stay with Arkadelphia.
Yeah, that's going to get some applause from the home crowd and the visiting crowd. That's a lot of hard work there, and on both ends, that's two winning ball teams that are wanting to go to the next level.
Yep.
It is a tie-up, and it will be Arkadelphia's ball.
Yep.
Again, Coach Bradford over there.
Nice job by Michael Hatley, the official, of breaking up that little
love fest.
Almost scrum. Standing in there, didn't do anything, didn't threaten any technical foul or anything like that. Just got in there and broke up the. They were right by each other. Isaac Williams has a shot blocked out of bounds. And now the official will give Sidney Ross a heads up and say, don't stare at him. It's just a good blocked shot by Sidney Ross. Elgis back into the game for Arkadelphia. Stolen by Love. OB only has no fouls. Love spinning jumper in the lane, good. He's got 20 points now. Here comes the pressure. The lead is 13. Love almost with a steal. He traveled with the, oh my goodness. Players everywhere. Hope with all the momentum. Elgis still shaking off that ankle injury as he just took another little tumble on the previous possession, and Coach Garner's going to call a timeout. We'll take it with him. 5:23 remaining in the fourth quarter. Arkadelphia 53. Hope 40. Back after this timeout on ArkadelphiaBadgerTV.com.
Price & Company Insurance is the area's only trusted choice independent insurance agency. What is that, you might ask? An independent insurance agency works for you, the customer, and not the insurance companies. So the next time you're shopping for home, auto, business, life, or health insurance, we invite you to experience an unprecedented level of customer service and expertise. Call or click for a quote today.
Everyone's known for something. Ours is simple. At the Southwest Auto Collection and iDriveSWA.com, you get the absolute lowest price on America's best brands: Ford, Lincoln, Chevy, GMC, Buick, and Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram. The best selection and the lowest prices guaranteed. And we deliver anywhere in the state, plus tires for life. It really is that simple. Visit us today, the Southwest Auto Collection, I-30 exit 78 in Arkadelphia, or online at iDriveSWA.com.
Back to action. Arkadelphia up by 13 with the ball out of the timeout. 25 on the shot clock now. It wasn't a full shot clock. Elgis still in the game, guarded by Whiteman.
Team foul's not an issue at this point with 5 minutes left.
15 on the shot clock. Now 10. Elgis has the ball knocked down, but a foul is going to be called on Whiteman. That's the second foul on Whiteman. And Elgis will go to the free throw line for Arkadelphia. Whiteman coming to the official, asking about that one, as I probably would too. Got his hand in there. Elgis's first free throw, right side of the rim, no good. Arkadelphia was up 27-10 at the end of the first quarter. Hope withstood, kind of like a boxer in a match, withstanding the punch and staying in there. Elgis with his first point of the second half. He now has 7.
Yeah, James shooting right at 70% from the line this year. And it's 1 out of 2 there.
Zone defense from Arkadelphia. Love, deep three. Probably not the shot Coach Bradford wants, as he kind of looks and gives a shake of the head and a wry smile. Now he's scratching his head.
Yeah, that's what are you thinking, son?
If Arkadelphia scores on this possession, it's even a bigger miss. Elgus on Whiteman again.
There
Kick
you
out
go.
to OB. Pull up from 17.
There
Good
you go. That's
from
what we
OB
talked
Roberts.
about. Draw that defense in there. Get the hot guy the ball. And that's
OB
exactly.
with the steal. One-on-one. OB layup. Good. 29 points for OB Roberts. Timeout. Hope. That was a big 3 possessions. And just like that, the Arkadelphia lead is back to 18. OB Roberts with 29 points, the pull-up jumper, the steal, and the layup in transition. Full timeout. Hope will take it with them. Badgers back up by 18. Back to Arkadelphia High School after this timeout on ArkadelphiaBadgerTV.com.
Under perfect conditions, your car traveling at 65 miles per hour can stop in about 300 feet. That's the length of a football field.
But a fully loaded tractor trailer, one that weighs 80,000 pounds, will take 2 football fields to stop. And that's if the driver is rested, paying attention, and the truck and load is properly maintained.
If you're in an accident with a big truck, call 1-800-CAR-WRECK.
Get the experienced team that's going to be on your side, by your side.
While you may not be a pediatric surgeon volunteering your topiary talents at a children's hospital, your life is just as unique. Your Raymond James financial advisor gets to know you, your passions, and the way you give back, so you can live your life. That's life well planned.
Chris, I'm going to have to give some of my topiary talents if these weeds don't quit growing in my yard.
Life well planned in that commercial. It was a good 30 seconds last plan for Arkadelphia. 3-pointer, the zone buster. That is Corinthian Brown. No good. OB Roberts with the rebound. Arkadelphia lead was at 13, back to 18. Isaac Williams does a nice job of staying in bounds.
Yeah, and they've put Love on Elgus now. He's
Elgus setting a screen, using the screen that's coming from Isaac Williams. Well, it's just going to be an ISO. Kick out to OB. 5 on the shot clock. Ball stolen away by Hope. Monk ahead to Corinthian Brown. The layup is good. His first basket of the night. The lead is 16 with 3:15 remaining.
Tick-tock, tick-tock.
Arkadelphia is at the point where they can milk the clock, but you got to come away with points on a few of these possessions. Elgus, kick out to Isaac Williams on the baseline. 8 on the shot clock. Williams pull up, no good. Evan Bailey with the rebound.
What work?
Good from Evan Bailey.
Boy, that's just effort right there, Chris. That is effort. Laying your body out on the line, going back up, putting the shot up. Nice work there by the Arkadelphia senior.
Back to 18. Corinthian Brown has it knocked away from him. James Elgus flies out of bounds, trying to save it into the post that separates the doors. He hops up. It'll be Hope basketball, 2:29 in the lead. They got precarious at 13 points with about 6 minutes left. And Arkadelphia has extended that lead now.
Still not able to break through that 20, but now you've got four less minutes for Hope to make a comeback, and here's another steal.
OB, 1-on-3, hang in the air, shot no good. Evan Bailey with the rebound. They're going to get his another rebound. Goodness gracious, Evan Bailey. How in the world is that not a foul, but good hustle by Hope to stay with it.
64.
Now that's a foul on Isaac Williams. That's tough.
64 offensive rebounds on the year going into the Camden game. I don't know how many he got at Camden. I don't know how many he has tonight, but he's got to be up there around that 70 to 75 mark on the season.
Kick out, Corinthian Brown, pull up, contest from Isaac Williams, no good. That's a foul over the back on Isaac Love. There's nothing in the book that says over the back is a foul. It's like one of the things you hear at basketball games is over the back, but you can foul by jumping over through someone, and that's exactly what Isaac Love did now. And you're right, Blake. I see some of these Bobcats. That's a traveling violation, but
no.
James Elgis got the timeout called before Seth took that step. Saw that in a Division I basketball. It was Texas A&M in Florida. They inbounded the ball out of a timeout where you had to hold your spot. The official looked right at it. Was Taylor Wade from A&M, had 47 against Arkansas. He pointed at it and said, hold your spot. Handed him the ball, took 3 steps to the left, traveling violation, and a 1-point game. 1:58 remaining in this one. Let's do a little reset. Arkadelphia leads by 18. Hope has the possession arrow. 3 timeouts left for Arkadelphia, 1 timeout left for Hope. Foul trouble is not really a situation because Arkadelphia has only been whistled for 1 foul in the 4th quarter. Hope has 1 foul to give before they would send Arkadelphia to the free throw line.
Yeah, 18 points and less than 2 on the clock. You'd think this one is out of reach, but with the 3-point shot and the shot clock, it's never over till it's over.
Coach Bradford asking Michael Hatley about that last one. He said the timeout was called before the traveling call was made. Isaac Williams gets the inbounds pass from Golden. Here comes the double team. Protect the ball. Pull it back out. Gets the ball to OB. Open for 3. Good from OB Roberts. When you have 29 points and you're wide open, you pull it. 32 points for OB Roberts. 3-pointer the other end for Corinthian Brown. He came in when Arkadelphia slipped to the zone, or switched to the zone. That's the first 3-pointer he's been able to hit. Steal from Whiteman. Isaac Love, no good, but the foul is called on OB Roberts. That's his first personal foul.
All this coming with 1:19 now left on the clock. I think it's safe to say Arkadelphia is going to come out of here a winner, but you know they're just tongues hanging out a little bit on that Bobcat sideline and on the court. And credit Arkadelphia for pushing what doesn't look like a really deep bench, but you've got some upperclassmen. They started 4 seniors. Arkadelphia starts 2. They started 4 seniors. So this is a team that needs to win right now for Coach Bradford.
Love misses the first free throw. Second free throw good for Isaac Love. 21 points on the night for Isaac Love. 17-point lead. Golden had Elgis, but he pulls it back out. Smart decision. Arkadelphia can run clock.
Yeah, and that's what Coach.
Hope not fouling, so now here comes the count. He had the 5-second clock and count, and then Hatley pulled it off. Evan Bailey for 2 big slam jam. Thank you, man. That will put the bow on this one and wrap it up for the Arkadelphia Badgers. Tay Bailey with 2 loud ones. Kadarius Gully responds with 2 of a little bit quieter points. The Arkadelphia lead is 17. Seth Golden gets the pass inbounds from Williams. My goodness, they're going to let him go. Get you another one, Tay. Here it comes. Behind the back pass and a nice defensive recovery by Kadarius Gully.
Yeah, I think
as
they
he drew the charge. Isaac Williams tried to go behind the back to Tay Bailey. Start the clock. There we go. 17 points is the lead. Isaac Williams trying to get this gem up again. Elgis gets the steal, and that will about do it. So, Blake, the Arkadelphia lead at the end of the first quarter was 27-10. It's a 17-point lead for Arkadelphia, and that is what the final margin will be. That's the definition of 1 quarter making the difference. Arkadelphia 65, Hope 48. The Badgers win by 17. They move into a second place tie with Hope at 8-3. Leading scorer, O.B. Roberts, 32 points for O.B. Roberts, the senior guard. Seth Golden with 10 points, 9 points for Evan Bailey, 7 points for James Elgis, 5 points for Isaac Williams. Blake, that was a fun one. The Arkadelphia Badgers needed it. Their big first quarter helped them get it.
Yeah, it did. I told you this would be a momentum game, and there were some swings here, some fairly significant swings, but the majority of them went to Arkadelphia. Nice game. We go into a couple of big games here on the road, and they're going to need that momentum.
At Ashdown on Friday. Our goal is to broadcast that game for you, but at least 2 of the 3 are not going to be able to, so we'll pay attention to Badger Athletics on Facebook, and we will tell you about the streaming possibility for Friday as Arkadelphia goes to Ashdown. For Kate Parrott, my color analyst Blake Bell, this is Chris Babb. The Badgers get a doubleheader sweep of hope tonight at Arkadelphia High School. Thanks for tuning in. Go Badgers. Have a great rest of your week.